This post-match report is proudly brought to you by Complete Sports Management, more footy, less admin, and Stat Guru, when numbers matter.
Hello everybody and welcome to Bulleen Park. My name is Matthew Donald and the second semi-final between Fitzroy and Park Orchards has just concluded. Fitzroy emerging victors 15-7-97 to 5-7-37. I'm here with the assistant coach of Park Orchards, Darren Whitnish. Darren, firstly on a positive, 2 150 gamers today. It was James Fassan and you must have been happy with their achievements.
It's great for the blokes, like it's their last year of junior footy, so obviously you have a few kids that have played footy since they were knee-high to a grasshopper and they've stuck with it all those years and they get to the milestone, 150 games, and they've both got there playing very good footy too, all the way away.
There was a very good achievement from both of them to get to 150 games, as you said, but wasn't quite the result you were after today. What did you make of the performance overall?
Obviously you always like to win. We were probably just a bit reactive today, and so we let Fitzroy get on top, and they controlled the game on their terms. Obviously we'd rather have control of the ball a lot more than what we did today, and we seem to be chasing a lot more today than what we would have liked.
It was an instant late in the game. Josh Povey copped a heavy hit when he was clearing the ball from the back line. How is he? Is he all right?
I did see that he was just being watched in the club rooms. They seem to think he shouldn't have to go to hospital. Just headache for now and a bit of a sore jaw, but no, he should be all right. Yeah.
One of your better performers today was Mark Baker, the skipper. He had well over 40 hit-outs today. He was, particularly early, he was very dominant in the midfield. Leading by example, you must be very happy with that.
Yeah, he does. The good thing with Bakes is not only does he win the tap-outs, he does tackle and compete very well when the ball is in dispute. He doesn't just run to get an easy kick, he'll run to pressure and do all the extra things, and so it is great to have a skipper that does do that, lead by example for all the other guys.
And you've got next week now, so you've got the preliminary final. The game is going on at the moment between Ivanhoe and St Mary's. What's your focus on next week? Will you be staying around to watch the game, or how will you go about it, and how will the team go about it?
No, we won't go watch the game. We've played them, so we've already got a rough idea of what they bring. We just know that we need to recover and be ready for another fierce game next week, and the boys are really looking forward to that.
I mentioned Josh Povey with his injury. Are there any others to come out of the game, or is it a clean bill of health otherwise?
Sammy Heron had a bit of a sore back, but we seem to think he'll be all right. Might be a bit of a bruised rib or something, that's all.
Thank you for that, Darren. Darren Whitnish, assistant coach of Park Orchards. I'm now here with coach of Fitzroy, Paul Broderick. Paul, Fitzroy are in the grand final. Congratulations, you must be proud.
Yeah, I am, Matt. The boys played really well today and finished on top of the table and against the second side. You never know coming into a second semi exactly what might happen on the day, but to the boys' credit, I thought they came with a really positive attitude, and it was a good game of junior footy today. It was both sides really cracked in, and a lot of skills at both teams. And but to our credit, our boys just were a bit stronger over the day.
The ruckman for Park Orchards was very good, particularly early on. He won a lot of the hit-outs and helped them enormously in the midfield. But you guys were able to capitalise on your chances when you got them in that first quarter, and that was really important, I thought, for setting the tone for the rest of the game. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, I think young Bake's good. He's a good player. He's a good junior footballer coming up, and a really good tap ruckman. And we worked probably through him, Jack Hart and Ben Young over the game, and. Even though the boys might have he was getting over the top of them early, I felt as the day went on, our boys were able to nullify his impact. And we had to obviously rove a bit to him at times because he was winning that contest really well, and we had to adjust to that, but which the midfield did really well.
We've mentioned a lot this season that you've had a player just come up and kick 4 or 5 goals. But it wasn't like that today. You didn't have anyone kick more than 2 goals, but you still managed to kick 15 as a side. So a very even spread of goal kickers is Well, it's a nice thing to have, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, Matt. You're right. Through the year, there's been maybe one player or two who might stand up and kick their 3 or 4 or 5, maybe a bag of that. But I think the variety we have in goal kicking ability is really well spread across the group, and that makes it difficult for oppositions then to man up on one particular player. And when you do get a number of different goal kickers, it helps overall to the team structures. So it's been really positive.
We mentioned this player last week, I think, Ted Clayton. Very good in the midfield. He had 20 disposals today, and he also got himself a goal. He's gone underrated, I think, for most of this season, but the last couple of weeks he's probably been your best player. He had the most disposals of anyone on the ground today. Yeah,
Ted's a really quality player. His work rate, I felt, today and last week was really, really high, and he's getting reward for that effort he's putting in not just possessions, but his impact on the game with his tackling and his work rate around the contest, and then obviously getting on the scoreboard too with a goal, and I think he kicked 2 last week, so it really helps when your midfielders are able to get on the scoreboard as well as winning ball around the ground. And to his credit, he's been playing really good footy the last 2 weeks.
And his brother Bill has been outstanding at centre half back all year, and he was very good again today with several timely spoils.
Yeah, Bill's he's a captain, and with Luke Minahan, 2 strong players, and they stand up at the right time for you as leaders of the group. And Bill again today led from the front and was terrific in his approach to his game, and he's a hard boy to get around sometimes. So it was a really good game by Bill.
Just one final question. There's no more games between now and the grand final. Have you got enough cotton wool to wrap every single Fitzroy player up in between now and the grand final?
Well, we don't know what will happen. I mean, we'll train as normal through the week, and our approach won't change. It'll stay the way we have all year. And Tuesday might be a bit more of a recovery night because the boys might be fairly sore after today, and then we'll have a good blowout Thursday and possibly a light run for Sunday. So and then you go into normal week again for the grand final. But hopefully, fingers crossed, they all come up well, and we have no injuries leading into the grand final.
Paul, thank you for your time. Paul Broderick, the coach of Fitzroy. That's all from us here at Bulleen Park. It was Fitzroy who booked their place in this year's grand final, defeating Park Orchards by 60 points. My name is Matthew Donald, and until the next time, take care.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.